our family, our oldest child was born with a very rare genetic syndrome, and it causes intellectual disabilities and medical complications. And we had been going to a small church and we loved it there, but we had been telling them for years that one day we're going to leave you because it's getting harder and harder to have our unique situation in this environment, and we needed a little more support than we were getting. There's actually not a lot of churches in the Twin Cities that have a solid program for families that have unique needs like ours. We found out that Five Oaks has been doing a lot of special needs disability ministry for, I think it's for sure over 10 years. So when we came to Five Oaks, we were really excited to find other families like ours. Our very first Sunday here, we were able to connect with another family that had a very similar situation to us and a child within a year of our child's age. And that was a unique experience for us. We are really connected in our community, but we don't have other believing families in our life that are walking the same journey with disability as we are. So for us, that was a pretty exciting thing to find in a church. But beyond that, we all have unique needs in our family as well. And I think when we came here, we felt like Five Oaks was just a breath of fresh air, because I felt like it met each one of us where we were at and what we needed in a church for this season of life. Something we didn't know when we first came here is that our daughter was actually aging out of the opportunities that were available for her here at Five Oaks, with just having some extra support in the children's program, and she was a teenager. And so there was nothing really happening here for teenagers or adults with disabilities. And so we thought, it's time. This is what we need to do. We need to figure out how to solve this problem here. So we met with church staff who were just really open and willing to support us in trying to figure out what does it look like for teenagers and adults with disabilities to get their needs met here. So if you come here, you'll always hear somebody always says that here at Five Oaks, the Bible doesn't have to be a mystery. And for me, as a parent of a child with a disability, I feel like that message is for her too. So I feel like anyone that walks through these doors should have the same opportunities and should be able to access God's word and community the same as anyone else. We're in our second year now of offering, it's basically like a developmentally appropriate Bible study for teenagers and adults with disabilities during the 9 o'clock hour. So we worship with the church in the sanctuary because we really feel like inclusion is important. We're all part of God's family. We all need to be together. And so for me, it's really exciting now that she can worship with the congregation, and then she can go back and have a Bible study. She's opening God's word too. She's learning about the Bible and what it has to say. The other thing that's been neat is she actually has like her own little community now in our classroom. Like we have 5 students that are meeting together to study God's word. And so she has, they're her friends now. She talks about them during the week. And so she has that community, which is really special for her and for us that she has that. Another thing that's been really special is that she actually attends youth group on Wednesday night, which is not something I thought might be possible for her. Five Oaks does have a special ed teacher on site on Wednesday evenings to support students that have unique needs. And I think that's what church should be about. Like, if you think about God's kingdom, we're people from all tribes and tongues and nations and abilities and races and just all kinds of things. And so that picture of everybody having a place is really, really important. And for me, I found that here. I feel like we do belong here, and there's a place for everyone here. And our family has found that for our daughter in particular, but for us as well. I've been able to make connections. My husband's been able to make connections. My son has been able to make connections, and we're learning and we're growing, and it's just been a really wonderful journey for us.